Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. Today is Friday, and on Fridays I do my cover challenge, where basically I ask you to kind of join in some fun, where I show what I think is some of my best covers within a certain theme. So last week I did the theme of giants. So I'd try to get like all these kind of giant-like people on the cover, and then I ask you, the audience, which cover you like the best of the 10 that I showed. And I have a poll, and people filled it out. This comic, like, usually it's kind of close. There's like a couple that are really, really close. Well, this one just blew away the competition. So the winner from last week was Silver Surfer #1. I guess people really like Galactus as a giant. Now, I was hoping for Miss Mask. I had a giant Miss Mask one, but this was the one that won the cover challenge from last week. So great choice, though. I like Galactus too. He's a very cool character. This week's challenge is going to be a little different. It's going to be cars. So I'm going to show you some really great car covers, and we're going to pick which one we think is the best. Now, there's actually a comic that I'd love to have that does feature a car. I don't own it, but I have the next best thing, and you'll understand what I mean when I show it. And it's this one. This is Rogue's comic, and this is an homage to Action #1. And I'd love to have Action #1. I think that would be my favorite car cover. But this one is, what I can afford. The poor man's Action 1. So, yeah, I think it's a great cover, though. We got Gorilla Grodd. Oh, I never can say his name correctly. Grodd. And, Mr. Freeze and all these characters. It's just a really great homage. I really like this cover, actually. So that's the first one on my list. That's number 10. Next on my list is, now this one you'll be like, oh, the car is kind of small, and that's why it's kind of lower on the list, but it's a really great situation. I think it's really kind of a crazy cover, actually. So this is Crime Does Not Pay, number 46. And this is a very famous Charles Biro cover. Almost infamous, actually, because it's like this man is like got some ice cream in his hand, and he's propositioning this little girl. And in the car, and that's why I say it's a car cover, you got the car down here, and it's these guys are all ready to like either like do some pretty scary things to this little girl, because they got rope and stuff. It's like some crazy stuff going on. So, I get this little, the typical like super innocent girl with the pigtails and little skirt and like just like innocent schoolgirl look. And you got the evil man ready to kidnap her, and then his accomplices. It's kind of a bit of a crazy cover. So, yeah, that's number 9 on my list. The next one on my list is one that I think is just from a series that I really love. This is Ginger #4, and she's talking like it's one of those covers where it's a typical one of those word bubble ones where she's on the phone, she's talking to I think it's Icky is his name, and she's he's telling her about that he'd like to go out with her, and she's just thinking about the fact that he has like this new car. Like this really, she's not really interested in Icky in a romantic way, though she's always nice to him. She is more thinking about how cool it would be to be in his car. So I think that's kind of a very funny cover. So this is Ginger #4. It's number 8 on my list. The next one on my list is a really great one. This is actually a reprint from another series that I collect. This is Eerie. I believe it's Eerie #1, but it's a reprint. But it's just a really great cover with the car kind of going off the cliff. You got the wheel coming off. I kind of like the action of it. This whole car going off the cliff kind of thing, and the monster in the background. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. I'm trying to get rid of the glare for you. So this is just Eerie. I believe it's Eerie #1. Or no, sorry, Eerie #15. Totally wrong in the numbering. So yeah, so it's eerie. This is the reprints of the originals. So I think that's, but it's a cool cover. So that's number 7 on my list. Number 6 on my list is one that people wouldn't realize how significant this is. Actually, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3, and it's actually a great car cover. It's got all the cars in the background, and you got the reason I like it. It's got the Winnebago that the turtles are always in. It's like the van that they use. And this is actually the first cover appearance. Like April O'Neil first appeared in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 2, but this is her in the cover. So this is her first cover appearance. So I think that's kind of cool, and it's a cool car cover. I like the fact that it's all done in like almost like just 2 colors, blue and white. So it's, and a little bit black, obviously, but I just think it's kind of cool. There it shows better. You got the police cars and just it's great action too. It's just a really interesting cover. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3. And it's the kind of a cool car cover. Okay. So next one on my list is one that I think is really just I love these kind of humor. Maybe not. This is not that subtle, but it kind of has a cute humor to it. So this is Torchy. And this is Torchy number 3, and it's a great cover. So it's like you got the bride and groom, and they're in their just married car, and they're, and then along comes Torchy. She's just walking by, and the groom totally forgets that he's just got married. So I think it's kind of funny that, she turns heads kind of idea. So Torchy's kind of this really interesting character from the Golden Age that was kind of a bombshell kind of girl. Just a really great character. So that's Torchy number 3. I believe that's from like the late 40s. Okay, another early book. This is actually a Platinum Age book, but it's one that I really like. This is The Funnies, number 1, and I just think it's got kind of that classic car. I mean, like the old timer car. I don't know what kind of car you'd call it, like an old convertible car. And it's like he's driving over the police guy. I think that's just sort of interesting. I think the police guy is like, trying to like get him to stop, and he just ran through the stop sign and the police guy. Right? It's sort of an interesting cover. So this is The Funnies number 1. And this is actually a pretty great book. It's a Platinum Age book. It features a whole bunch of first appearances, like Alley Oop and who else? Captain Easy, I believe. Yeah, Captain Easy, Mud and Jeff, Tailspin Tommy, like a whole bunch of these kind of classic characters. So yeah, The Funnies. I think it's kind of like that old school humor too. Okay, now we're getting into my top 3. These ones I actually all like. All these comics I really love, actually. This one is one that I really like though, because it's Lady Luck number 87, I believe. 86. I always get the numbers mixed up. 86. It's a great cover with Lady Luck, because she's kind of like sort of standing between 2 cars, and they could diverge, like, because the guy, again, it's got that humor where the guy, he sees a pretty girl or something, and he's like looking off to her, tipping his hat, and she's like depending on him to keep on driving straight, because like he's helping her, and she's like trying to get onto the bad guy's car, and he's like getting distracted, so that's not a good sign. So I kind of like this. It's got that criminal, heroine kind of trying to save the day, and her helper is not really helping. I just think it's great. Lady Luck, number 86. So that's number 3 on my list. And the next one on my list is one that actually it was from a series that I saw on Black Box Silver and Bronze. He did one of my cover challenges in the past, And he showed another book from the series that he liked, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool series. And I checked out some of the other covers, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this one. Not the one that he showed, but another one from the series that was just really, really cool. It's Undercover Girl. And this is Undercover Girl number 7 from 1954. And I just think it's a really great cover because you got, got the Eiffel Tower in the back, and the car is just like smashing. It's just such a great action shot of the car smashing. Got the wheel falling off. I think I like wheels falling off or something. And it's just like smashing into the thing. She's like trying to like, I'm not sure if she's trying to save them or, I think she's trying to get at this bad guy. And it's just like, just a really cool cover. I just really like this car cover. So that's number 2 on my list. And number 1, like whenever I think of cars, I think of the most iconic car of all in terms of superhero cars. And I think of Batman. So I was trying to find one that had like sort of the old school Batman car, because it's a car like, there's more modern versions of the car, but I like the old golden age kind of style car, and this one had that. So this is Batman 92 Golden Age Batman. This is actually the first appearance of Ace the Bat Hound, but it just has a really great like old school bat car, like the Batmobile. I actually like this cover for a whole bunch of reasons. I like it because Ace is right in the front. It's his first appearance. That's kind of cool. But also it's got like the bat signal. It's got the bat cave. It's got both Batman and Robin, and they're about to jump into the car. To me, that's always that classic scene where, whenever they, especially if you watch the old 60s Batman TV series, they're always like jumping into the car, and then they would go through the bat cave, and then the little thing would flip down, and they'd drive out onto the street. This kind of reminds me of that, just that whole, jumping into the car. So, yeah, look, our new Bat Hound recognizes the bat signal. There he goes, ready for action. It's just a great Batman cover. I just like it. So that was number 1 on my list. What do you think? I'm going to put a poll up, and you can tell me which one you like the best. And if you're interested in participating in showing the best best car covers from your collection, please link it in the description below. Link it in the comments below, I should say. And also, you can use the hashtag car comic covers. I think I'll put it in the title. You'll see it. And also Friday Comic Challenge is the other keyword that I use in my hashtags, so everybody in the community can see these videos and take part. I will always watch the other people's videos because I enjoy seeing what other people have in their collection. In fact, I actually often buy, if it's something that I haven't seen before and it's like, oh, I think that's a really cool cover, I end up buying a lot of these comic challenge covers that other people show. So I appreciate people showing some really great stuff. And I hope that you can take part in this challenge as well. Thanks for watching.